Okay, this is Ben's gear. We just got this for him for this trip. It's all armor padded and all that stuff. How'd you like it?
It's comfortable.
Here's our food loadout. We had some hand warmers on the side there. Froze bottles of water. Packed them in the grocery bag, insulated grocery bag. You see our camp stove there on the side. Pre-scrambled scrambled eggs. Pre-chopped sausages. Gotta have cookies, right?
Yes.
This is a few pictures of getting the bike loaded up. Putting the bag together. Some emergency gear. First aid kits in there, all that stuff. The tent and everything's on the back in the yellow bag. There's all the tools and everything for roadside in that green bag. Oh, in case phones don't work. We have way more stuff on this bike than we need for a little 3-day camping trip. But this is kind of to see how far we can push it. Everything from an extra gallon of water, change of clothes, groceries in the box. This is when been in front of a windmill. This dirt road was about 20 miles long. It was my first time driving a motorcycle on dirt and way overloaded, so we went down a couple times, but not bad.
The first time we went down was I was thrown off the bike. Second time I was under the bike on my leg.
I thought you jumped off pretty good.
The first time, but
It got me too. It's our little stop off in Trona. Here we are with the tent set up, our boxes and gear outside the tent. This was our home for 2 nights. There's a picture of Death Valley. Guys that we went with on this trip really looked out for us in the dirt road there when they figured out we didn't really know what I didn't know what I was doing. Good bunch of guys. This is starting Saturday. We rode around with a couple of guys, Chris and I think Bill. I can't remember the technician's name.
neither can I.
They have actual Sahara-like sand dunes.
Yep.
We saw those. This is Zabriskie Point. This is just amazing. So much different landscape, all within like a couple of acres. We took as many pictures as we could. Here's the signs. If you want to pause it and read them, you can. It was a really interesting read. A lot of stuff I didn't know. It was new for you too.
20 mil team. There's a laundry detergent called that.
Yep. We found that out the next weekend. We came back with the family in the car. In the car this time.
Not a motorcycle.
More scenery of Zabriskie Point there. Ben looking at the whole thing.
That was phenomenal.
It was neat when we came out the next weekend.
Uh-huh.
Gabe kind of freaked out. He thought that was cool. The flowers were blooming for the first time since 2005, we found out later, and we stopped and took some pictures. And
I think it was 15, not 5. Around that time.
well, from 2005 to 15, they hadn't bloomed.
Wow. We got to see them twice.
Yeah. Artist palette.
The second time we came out here, me and Gabe climbed it.
Yeah, they went way back in the hills.
It was fun.
Ben took this picture. Like that one. This is a bottle house. This guy built a house out of bottles in Rhyolite. It's like a ghost town, mining ghost town. We came here with a couple of the guys.
I'm guessing someone had
Really
fun.
cool. Okay, more bottle house.
Someone must have had fun making that.
Yeah, it's like a log cabin syrup bottle is what they were telling us. This is all the stuff they found in the house. But it's kind of a state park now. Really cool. What were you pointing at there?
The little house there.
Oh, okay. We were the last to break camp.
Yep.
This has been having some apple pie before we headed out.
It was delicious.
And this was the last viewpoint, last thing to look at. Read that if you want, pause it. But that was the last thing on the way home. This windy
Definitely.
overlook. And then a long ride home through Isabel. Okay, I said prologue last time. I mean epilogue because I can't put this in front of what I've already done, and I'm not deleting what I've already done. That was too much work. So, a few things that I really want to say that kind of go in with this video. There wasn't enough time. I should have made the pictures stay on the screen longer so I could talk more, but who in the hell wants to hear me anyway? So, this was my first long-distance trip in a while, this Death Valley trip. It was Ben's first long-distance motorcycle trip, period. We've been around the corner a few times and down the street to grocery shop and haircuts, things like that. But what was your, what did you think about long-distance motorcycle riding?
Falling asleep is too easy.
Too easy to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Kind of boring. I like that it gives you time to think about things. I know we talked about this a minute ago, but yeah, see if it records it this time. Stupid computer. The confuser broke. Anyway, yeah, I like the time to think, the quiet time. You know, you can put a radio in your helmet, listen to music, all that junk, but you know, it helps keep your thoughts in order, especially when things are kind of not going as right in the world as you'd like. But anyway, yeah, great camping trip, 3 days. We spent 2 nights on the desert floor in Panamint Springs campground. Kind of what I really wanted to say on this, we hooked up with the Bakersfield BMW Club, joined up. Brento over at Adventure Center of Power Sports. Great guy. You need stuff for your motorcycle, you need to go see that guy. Go see his mechanics. They're good people over there. He set me up with these guys and pointed me in their direction. And the guys at the Bakersfield BMW Club kind of coming to love you guys, not like gay or anything, but you know, you guys are awesome. Looking out for us on the dirt road when you realized, especially Dean, you realized I didn't know how to ride on dirt. This is my first trip. This is my first time on dirt on a motorcycle, and you know, ever really. And the thing was overloaded like crazy. It was kind of stupid, but we came off a couple times. That was kind of exciting, right? Anyway, yeah, good times. Really great trip. Good bonding time. Awesome thing to have done. I really appreciate these guys putting these things together, going and doing this stuff. Really glad to have fell in with that group. So, anyway, I don't know. I think that's everything I wanted to say. More or less, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't delete this video, this part. But anyway, enjoy the video, or you did if you're watching this now. because we can't put this in the front. So anyway, catch you on the next one.